Marshmallow World because of hot cocoa. Well, we don't actually have hot cocoa this morning, but we do have coffee. And your coffee is sponsored today by Calvary Bookkeeping. Calvary Bookkeeping is our sponsor for the coffee today. 1 million cups. 1 million cups happens nearly every Wednesday here at Thinker Ventures in downtown Rockford, where we talk about the problems and the successes, perhaps, of being a small business owner or an entrepreneur. And today, we have Andre with his concept called Healthpcks. We're super excited to hear from him about what that concept is. But first, again, we do want to thank our sponsor, Calvary Bookkeeping, for the coffee today. And I have 2 stickers. I know. They're Christmas stickers. Only one person was excited about Christmas stickers, so I hope that you like stickers and you were just thinking I shouldn't go, oh, stickers, because you were embarrassed to say you're embarrassed that you were so excited about stickers. But these are not just any stickers. These stickers we received in the mail the other day from Dome Tag, because we bought stickers sometime in the past year. They're like puffy stickers. Puffy stickers, they're super cool. I have one on my computer now, and this one is a present. This one is a wreath. So I have some questions about Christmas decorations and Christmas trees, and if you can answer, we'll ask 2 different questions, and the winner of the answer contest will receive a sticker. So if you don't want a sticker, don't answer. But if you do want a sticker, then go ahead and answer. Ooh, you ready for this? Are you ready for this? There we go. Man alive. Just kidding. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Here's a good one. We'll do a warm-up round. This is not for any money or stickers. Not, just to be clear, none of it's for money. Who played George Bailey in the Christmas classic It's a Wonderful Life? I'm sorry, what? Jimmy Stewart. That was the... Oh, did you have your hand up? Well, fortunately, it was a warm-up round. Okay, so this is the warm-up round. You know what? Let's set some rules. We should probably set some ground rules. So the ground rules are first hand up. First hand up, if you win it, you win it, if you get the right answer. If you're the first hand up and you have the wrong answer, just blurt it out. It's okay. We will publicly shame you for a moment while we move on to the person with the second hand up. All right, that was the warm-up round. Oh, okay. Which traditional Christmas decoration is actually a parasitic plant? No. Mistletoe. Mistletoe. There we go. Exactly. And you do have to give a Christmas dance. All right. Our last question. I know this is so exciting. According to the folklore of Austria and other countries, what horned figure punishes naughty children at Christmas time? Was that a hand? That was a hand? No, you can't Google it. That's cheating. I'll read the question. Krampus! Yes. Nice job, nice job. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? I know. It was very exciting. Just for giggles, we'll just inform you of some additional Christmas facts. What Christmas beverage is also known as milk punch? Eggnog. Eggnog is also known as milk punch. Not only do you come to 1 Million Cups to be dazzled by a presenter, but you also come for fun facts about Christmas, because it's Christmas time. Well, today, before we get to our presentation, we want to inform you about any events that are coming up in the Rockford area. I know of one. The Rockford Network of Professional Women has a holiday bash tomorrow evening. And if you're interested in going to that, Google Rockford Network of Professional Women. I don't know what the web address is. And then you can go online and you can register for that event. Does anybody else know of any business-related events coming up? We're going to hand you the catch box, courtesy of the City of Rockford. We got one in the back. Just hold it up like this, and we'll listen to you speak.
So there's an event happening at, I'm not sure where at, but the Ignite Rockford is doing their holiday Christmas party on the 18th, I think 5 to 7. So it'll be a great way to get out there and network. They're having free parties, free food, free games and whatnot for you as well.
Awesome. Another one in the back.
So Smoky Bones Restaurant contacted us and said, you are all invited to an event they're running tonight, which is I'm getting a little bit of echo, which is a whiskey tasting event. So if that's your thing, then go on to groups.thinkadventures.com, and I posted all the details. You do have to register because they've only got like 20 or 25 places. So they told us about that Friday. I said I'd mention it this morning.
All right. Whiskey tasting tonight.
Yep.
Do I speak? Oh,
You just speak into it.
Wow.
It's magic.
Neat. Hey, folks. My name's Mason. This is my first time to 1MC here in Rockford. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa, but I just came to move to Beloit, just up the hill a little bit, to run G Beta. So that's an early stage accelerator for young companies really looking to maybe go off and raise a lot of money to get into a full-time accelerator, to just kind of put the platform to their business, that foundation to basically catalyst growth. So shameless plug there. This is maybe a little premature, but February 4th, we're going to have a kickoff, or sorry, not a kickoff, but rather a pitch night for our new cohort that just kicked off this past week. So that'll be February 4th at Iron Tech in Beloit from roughly 5 to 8 p.m. Networking, food, cocktails, and obviously you'll get to hear from the wonderful companies that we have. So if you want to learn more about that, connect with me after, and I'm just excited to be here. Anybody else?
Awesome. Any other events we know about in the Rockford area, business related, in the next couple of weeks? No? All right. Well, without further ado, you can put that on the ground if you want. You're wondering what to do with the catch box. Sorry, that? I did, but we'll announce them again. Calvary Bookkeeping is your coffee sponsor. That's okay. I announced it twice. This is 3 times. Our bookkeeping sponsor. That's not true. Our coffee sponsor is sponsored by Calvary Bookkeeping. The cool thing about Calvary Bookkeeping is they will not only just do your books, but they will train you to do your own books, which I think is super cool because you should probably learn how to do your own books too. And then you can save money on an accountant or a bookkeeper by doing some of your own stuff, and then they'll fill in when you don't have time or you're out of your depth. Calvary Bookkeeping. All right. Well, I have the great privilege of introducing Andre to you. Andre, we've now known each other for I think 2 years-ish. Andre ventured into these doors and became part of a little startup. And then we've seen him go through iterations of concepts. And so a guy who's just on fire, a young guy with a lot of ideas and some, how would I term it? Some commitment and courage and passion. He's one of those guys that if you give him an idea or a project, he's just going to push it through and get it done, which is super cool. And plus, he's smart, which is important. But today, he's going to talk about Healthpcks, which I'm super excited to hear about. So would you welcome Andre Agosto to 1 Million Cups Rockford.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Andre, and today, again, like Jason said, I'm here to present Healthpcks. Pardon me, I'm going to be reading from my cell phone here because I took a little notes. Before I jump into the presentation, though, I'm going to give you guys an overview of what to expect today. I'm going to start with a short story that's going to lead into how the idea was created. It's going to talk a little bit about where I made my pivot, and then again, who I am today, or who the company is today, what we do today, how we do it, where I'm stuck, and then we'll open it up for a brief Q&A. So I'm going to start with a short story. I've struggled my entire life with weight issues, okay? And up until recently, I've struggled to accept my body for what it was. And like many, I often felt the societal pressure to make a rapid change. Not knowing much about diet, nutrition, or supplements, I made the mistake one day of taking too many supplements with caffeine. I then decided to go for a run. And in the middle of my run, I felt a sharp pain in my chest. I hit the ground, and I was frozen in pain. I felt every heartbeat race in my chest, feeling like my heart was going to explode. I woke up a little later, and that's how this idea was born. I wanted to make sure that experiences like these never happen to anyone else, because they're scary. And that's where this idea was formed. It originally started out as a home delivery subscription kit where we would deliver supplements to individuals. They could sample them, they can learn more about what they're putting in their bodies, and then they can decide what they'd like and send back what they didn't, focusing on the education and the safety piece. I walked into Thinkerventure last year, I believe, and participated in Startup Weekend, and the idea failed. I couldn't get people on board with the idea, partly because I believe it wasn't unique enough, it wasn't something different. And so I went back to the drawing board, and I kept asking myself, so what, why you? Why this idea? What's different about it? How can you make it different? And that's when I realized that the market was overly saturated with these home delivery subscription kits, whether it's your Dollar Shave Club or it's your dietary supplement company. And so what I did was I decided to reach the customers where they needed the supplements the most. And that's not at the home, that's at the gym. So whether a gym member is simply looking to try something new, whether they've forgotten their supplements for the day and they need something to push them through that exercise, or maybe they don't know what they're doing or they don't know what to put in their bodies, Healthpcks is the solution. Healthpcks is a vending company with a mission to deliver dietary supplements to individuals where it matters most, and that's at the gym. Our vision is to make the overall process of taking supplements a more inclusive and educational experience for everyone. Healthpcks is a vending company that rents low-cost supplement dispensers to health and fitness clubs. Our dispensers focus on smaller quantities of supplements, specifically sample packets that hold 1 to 2 servings of any dietary supplement. With each dispenser rented, we're able to make the process of selecting, purchasing, and consuming dietary supplements more inclusive, educational, and safer for individuals. Our dispensers are rented as a part of a service package to these health and fitness clubs. And these services include the installation and setup of the machine, inventory management solutions, as well as regularly scheduled maintenance. Each dispenser displays the type of supplement being dispensed, the company supplying the dispenser, and most importantly, a brief description of each product explaining their uses, their purposes, and effects. This in turn will build confidence, trust, and knowledge within the gym members at the health and fitness clubs. Ready-to-drink supplements are considered to be the fastest growing segment in the industry, and 87% of all adults have a trust and confidence in these products, and they consume them. That's a lot of people, and that's a lot of scary experiences that I'm trying to prevent. With Healthpcks, again, we're making this process more inclusive, educational, and safer for these individuals. So where am I at today? I'm working with a close friend of mine, Anthony Valuis. He put me into contact with a young lady who was in possession of a vending machine that she no longer had use for. I made the purchase, and it's on its way, so I'm really excited. He's also helping me house it and will be outfitting our vending machine with an inventory management system that will provide me real-time inventory management on a screen where I can see, what products are selling well, what products aren't. I can move things around and therefore increasing the machine's efficiency and maximizing profit. Where am I stuck? Well, I'm interested in strategies and best practices for successfully bootstrapping this startup. I'm also interested in networking with the right people to get our dispensers in as many health and fitness clubs as possible. So that's where I'm at today with this startup. I'd like to open it up for any questions you might have this morning.
And why don't we use the catch box? If you've got a question for Andre, we're going to use that catch box. We'll throw it around to you so that we can hear your question.
It was close.
It's foam, so you can't injure someone too badly. Although, let's try. We've never attempted.
Unless you fall on them. Okay. What's the price point of your packages?
So purchasing them at wholesale from existing supplement companies, they're different depending on the type of supplement that you're purchasing, but it can be anywhere from $1 to $1.50, even less when you buy more in bulk. So as little as like 75 cents a packet.
Okay, what would be the price point for
retail.
the customer?
Yeah, $2.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Are you going more natural, or are they regular?
Yeah,
Health
so
products.
the idea is to have a variety of products for all individuals. And so based on what products are performing best, we'll determine what we have in there, but the ultimate goal is to be able to educate people on what they're putting in their bodies. So if that's something that they would like to be, consuming, or if that's something that they're interested in, then we want to provide them all the information about that. But it wouldn't just be specifically natural supplements, no.
Oh, okay.
Can you speak a little more about the educational component, how that's going to look in the vending machine?
Yep, so when you pick the supplement, right, it'll say like pre-workout, and you select it, right, because that's what you're interested in. The screen will pop up and it'll say pre-workout by so-and-so company, and then it'll give a brief description of that product, right, how to use it, the purposes for using it, and some of the effects that'll happen. Because as I mentioned to someone earlier this morning, I had recently made a switch from one supplement to another, and it had high levels of beta-alanine. And I didn't know that at higher levels, that would make your skin itch. And I didn't like how that felt. And so it took me doing the research to find out that that's what was causing the skin irritation and the itching while I was working out. So it's little things like that that we want to do. So that's how that would appear on the machine, because it does have a touchscreen on the side.
So I really like this concept, right? Vending machines for gyms, essentially. And I assume the vending machine is going to be a little more high-tech than the coil that spins
Exactly.
when you press A3. This is more the, Wendy's with 1,000 different soda options, right? It's more,
Sort of.
It's closer to that. Than the,
Exactly.
So what's the reception been with gyms that you've talked to? How do they feel about it?
Yeah, so that's the thing. So right now, there's nothing like this at these gyms. So supplement companies are already there, and they're open to the idea, but not at these smaller quantities. So what's being sold now are jugs of powders that last 30, 29 days, right? And so there's nothing small right now currently at these locations. So they're already selling bigger supplements. This is something a little different, something smaller. It's more so about finding the space. That's the biggest issue, is putting this big machine in a space that they weren't originally planning on. So that's the challenge.
Is there value for the gym in what you're doing?
The value it's two-part. It's for the gym, but it's also for the members. I believe that if you make the members happy, you're going to make the gym happy, right? And if you can improve the experience for the member at the gym every day, they're going to come back, and that's how the gyms are going to that's how the gyms are going to, flourish, right? With memberships, they're going to retain more members. They're going to acquire new members. Not only that, but we also kick them a percentage of packet sales as an incentive. And instead of buying outright the machine, we're renting it to them. So they're not, spending a ton of money on the front end, and they're making money as well.
So one of my biggest things I've been thinking about ever since hearing this speech just now is, do you have a plan and a goal, like a 5-year plan, 10-year plan to help you get to where you want to? And if so, how close are you to your first stage?
Yeah, so I have a really strong personal connection to the local YMCA here in town. And so initially the goal is to start off at a membership type gym. There's 5 different types of gyms. The market that I'm trying to go for is what's called a membership type gym. So that's like your Planet Fitness, your Peak Fitness, and your YMCA. Like I said, I have a connection there. So the goal is to start with the YMCA, hopefully get the machine at one of their locations, and then successfully grow the business one machine at a time after that.
Okay. Another question for you. For your startup company, it's you and your friend, correct? That's about it?
Well, it's just me. He's more
Okay.
serving as a mentor in
All
that.
right, so just you
in
by
that
yourself, how are you doing with your sales force? What is the type of market you're trying to hit right now for it?
effect. Explain that a little bit more.
So better example, what I mean is, for when I do sales, I usually have a quota of what I want to hit, and then whether or not if I hit it, and then how consistent I am with doing so. That would basically be your market for your sales force.
Right, so I don't have a sales force right now. I don't have anyone else working on it. Right now it's just me, and my goal right now is reaching out to supplement companies and stocking the machine. So right now I'm looking at what products I want to put in my machine initially and working out deals with existing supplement companies to supply the machine. So that's where I'm at currently. And so again, I have a list of companies that I'm targeting because they're what I know, but then I'm also doing research on other companies and going there as well. And it's not just dietary supplements. I've recently saw that there's protein cookies and protein chips, and so I'm exploring other avenues as well. So long as there's a supplemental benefit or dietary benefit, that's something that I'm interested in. But that's where I'm at right now, is reaching out to supplement companies and working out deals to stock the machine.
So it sounds like you're kind of already on the right track.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks.
So you mentioned that the supplement companies, that they usually have bigger quantities. Are they then going to be able to supply you with smaller packages? Is that what the conversation is, or do they already have that?
Exactly. So they already have these smaller packets, but they're not being sold, and it's money left on the table. We're essentially creating another channel for them. We're purchasing them from them at wholesale prices, so we're guaranteeing a sale, we're reducing their risk, and then we're selling them at retail price in the gyms, and then kicking back a piece of that to the health and fitness club for having us there. So that's how that works.
Did I hear you say that you were renting the dispenser?
At one point.
Okay.
We're not quite there yet.
Okay, gotcha.
But we
Is that
will.
part of the business model, or?
Yes, that's down the line. The goal is to rent these machines. Starting out, though, this machine isn't going to be rented. We're just going to place it there and then kick back a percentage to the health and fitness club for letting us do that, because the goal is to get some information and performance out of the machine first, and then depending on the performance of the machine, we can move forward from there.
Okay.
Can you talk a little bit about feedback you've been getting from potential customers, like people working out in the gyms as well as the gyms themselves? It sounds like you kind of have a double-edged sword in who your customer is.
Right.
So I'm just curious what their feedback has been.
Yeah, so I go to Planet Fitness a lot down on Alpine in Harlem, and I talk to the staff there quite often, and they like the idea, but none of them are or gym members. And I've talked to gym goers about it too, right? What do you do when you forget your supplements, right? And then we're burdened with the same responsibility of having to ask our neighbor, hey, you have a pre-workout I can borrow, or some protein powder that I can grab from you? And so it's a burden on everyone. So both the members and the gym, specifically the gym employees at that location, are interested and open to the idea.
Do you know where the products are going to be made? What country? That's a big concern for a lot of people, the origin of country.
So it depends on the company. right? So we're purchasing these prepackaged supplement packets from a company existing. Are you talking about my machine, or are you talking about the actual packets? The packets?
actual packets, yeah.
Right, so the goal is to work with reputable companies here in the States. There's governing boards that make sure that the supplements that you can put in your body, like the supplements that are sold on the shelves of a Walmart, are safe to consume. And so the goal is to work with those governing boards to put products in the vending machines that are safe, because that's my main goal. So again, depending on the company will determine where they manufacture their supplements and where they're having them made. But as of right now, it could be anywhere. I don't know. But again, working with those governing boards to make sure that what people are putting in their bodies is healthy and it's safe.
All right, we've got time for one more question from the crowd. Anything?
So I'm from 1MC Des Moines, and we always try to have the last question be, how can the community support you? So I don't know if you guys do that here, so I hope I didn't steal your thunder. But I would ask that question. How can we help you?
Yeah, well, like I said, right now I'm reaching out to supplement companies, but if you know someone who owns a gym or who knows someone who has a gym, give me their contact information. Right now I'm also scouting locations, so I think that would help a lot.
Awesome. Well, let's give Andre a round of applause for his presentation. Great idea.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, as Andre said, if you've got any contacts for gyms or for manufacturers or other methods that he can validate his concept, I think it sounds like you're at the point of validation to figure out where to go next. Again, 1 Million Cups is sponsored by today, Calvary Bookkeeping. If you need bookkeeping needs or want to know how to take care of your own books, Calvary Bookkeeping is your place. 1 Million Cups happens every Wednesday, nearly every Wednesday, here at 1 Million or here at Thinker Ventures in downtown Rockford. For our live streamers, you can catch this on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. You can also catch the link on Facebook. Search for 1 Million Cups Rockford. Thanks for being here today. Be good to one another and enjoy this holiday season.